Celtics game highlight is presented by T-Mobile.
Look from Tatum. Got it to the paint, kicked out to the wide open Smart.
Oh, good reach in there. Tatum with the quick hands. Nice move to the bucket. Brown gets 2, back to 3. It's a dribble back, directional traffic. Out comes Williams to set a screen. Goes the other way, sends it back to Brown, who knocks down a 3.
That play happened.
Ross the other way. Ross to the basket and gets 2.
That's good. Middle of the paint screen.
Hamba, a 3.
Yeah, he's not passing up many shots.
Nope.
You did not expect that with his size, but who thought, like, what happened to this guy? It was you guys, not Al Horford.
Another good defensive play underneath. Here's Boston in transition. Kicking it. Schroeder thought about it. Now he drives to the basket and gets an easy 2. Gets it back from Carter Jr. Now that's his spot, top of the key. He's hit from there already, and he drills that one.
Yeah, the Celtics got to clean up those handbacks.
Pritchard again behind the back, hard to the basket. He throws that out. Smart finds Tatum. Tatum to the paint. Easy 2.
So that happened because Pritchard, he gets downhill. He's playing a lot better than people thought.
Brown's open. He knocks down a 3.
Jaylen Brown has it going.
A couple of first-year guys trying to get a leg up on one leg up on the other. Over the top, and there's 2.
I like that. Double high screen. Everyone's worried about the shooter. Fouls last year, not fouls. So even James Harden started the year, he struggled, and then now he's starting to adapt a little bit more.
Nice pass underneath. And an easy 2 for Rob Williams, and the Celtics have a 9-point lead.
3 points in the 4th quarter of that Minnesota game and a big-time comeback. Really struggling to score.
And that one goes down from Brown as he continues to be the only guy who can say he's legitimately hot. That'd be a fun game. Brown for 2. In the first half, probably going to get a lot of minutes here if the Celtics can keep on scoring. A good offensive board. Williams just ripping it away.
That's a great job.
Took away with it himself on the break.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Oh, nice shot.
That sure was.
Not a hook.
Suggs on the little pocket pass, and Wendell Carter. No, that wasn't going to work out. Here comes Horford.
Man, Horford is really good right now.
Hampton looking for some offense. He throws it away. 3-on-1 break for Boston.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, when you're hot, you're hot. Final score, 92-79.
T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Chris Mannix, Amina Smith here with you, and the Celtics, they win this one 92-79 down in Orlando. Now 3 wins on the season. Mannix, biggest takeaway from this matchup?
Well, you don't want to overreact to a win against a team like Orlando, but they needed this one badly, and it would have been panic button time if they had wound up losing. Look, they got a great game from Jaylen Brown, who had another breakout performance. The defense clamped down, especially in that second half early, to turn into kind of the laugher it became late. All wins are created equal. They all look the same in the standings, so the Celtics got one, erased the memory of that bad loss against Chicago, and now it's on to Miami.
A win is a win is a win. That's what you say in sports. All right, let's toss it out to Abby, who's with Al Horford right now.
Al, your 5th double-double in 6 games. You come up just 3 rebounds short of a triple-double, but more importantly, I want to know what happened at halftime. You guys outscored the Magic 39-10 in that 3rd quarter.
So, you know, I feel like we challenged ourselves to come out stronger. We haven't had those strong 3rd quarter starts, and we needed to come out in that way. And I felt like we set the tone very early on defense, and we're able to hold that, and our offense started to come a little easier and everything. So this was a good learning experience for us.
How important was it for you guys to get this win, considering everything that's been swirling around this team?
It's an important win. It's a big win right now. You know, we're not a very good team, and we're kind of working to get better. And tonight was a good step towards that.
The This morning I talked to Grant Williams, and he mentioned that you guys did discuss Marcus Smart's comments to the media post-game. And during the game, Adrian Wojnarowski reported a players-only meeting. How would you characterize those discussions?
You know, I just think it was kind of I don't know, a gathering, but you know, all good. You know, we're going to be fine. It's a long season. Our guys are competitive. We want to win, and we're taking steps to be better. So tonight we came out, we got a win, much needed, and we got our hands full tomorrow with a Miami team that's that's playing really well.
No question. I'll let you get back there and get ready for the next one.
All right. Thank you, Abby.
Thank you, Al.
We'll get to the players-only meeting in just a couple of minutes, but I want to talk about Al Horford. 12 rebounds and 12 points tonight. How much energy does he infuse into this team when he gets on the floor?
He's really been a revelation for this team early on. I don't think many people had oversized expectations for Al Horford coming into this season. They got him basically off a salary dump of Kemba Walker in the offseason, but he has looked more like the Al Horford we saw in Boston for 3 years, and nothing like we saw the guy that struggled in Philadelphia for one season. Whether he's playing the 4 or the 5, he has been effective at both ends of the floor. He is still, I believe, the NBA's leader in shot blocks, average shot blocks per game, and he has really brought a defensive presence to the middle and given them Al Horford-like offense, which means the occasional three-point shot, the mid-range jumper, some touch around the rim. He's been excellent. He has been what we saw from Al Horford for 3 seasons with the Celtics.
A lot of people like to bring up the fact that Al Horford is 35, which is not old, although it's old in athlete years. But how surprised are you that he's able to move like that at his age on the floor and contribute that way?
Not super surprised, because I saw what happened with Al in Oklahoma City. He wasn't transformed, but I thought that organization and that medical staff helped to kind of breathe some life back into Al Horford. I think having what was effectively, let's say, 6 months off, they shut him down late February, early March in Oklahoma City, has certainly been beneficial to Al Horford's legs. And he does have kind of an old man game. Like, he is not reliant on athleticism. He doesn't get up high off the ground all that often. He plays around the rim, relies on timing, and has been very good with that. So this version of Al Horford, I think, can fulfill that contract and then some with the Celtics team.
How much better is this team defensively with Al Horford on this roster now?
I think they're significantly better. You look at the years that Al Horford was with this team, 2 of the 3, they were in the top 6 in the league defensively. Now, I think he's better suited at center, which is why, as you saw tonight, and you've seen all season, there's oftentimes a platoon with Al Horford and Rob Williams. They start the games together, they start the halves together, but often you see them kind of switch out with each other during these games, and Al, I think, is better suited now at this stage of his career to playing more of that 5 spot. And at the 5, I think he can be a really effective defensive player.
All right, let's take a look at this game in the third quarter and how the Celtics ran away with it, outscoring the Magic 31-10. You see the field goals right there, 12 of 18 for the Celtics, and out-rebounding the Magic as well, 14-4, and also on the assists, 8-1 for the Celtics and the Magic. All right, let's go to the third quarter. And this is really Mannix and Scal here with us as well, where the Celtics kind of put the nail in the coffin. Scal, I'll start with you. Just what clicked for the Celtics in the third quarter?
Orlando's so bad. Oh, my gosh. Like, what are they doing? No, you know what? Celtics had their swag going, but defensively, I thought they did a much better job of switching, getting in guys' airspace. There were times where Orlando didn't even crack that three-point line, and we are doing that. They're doing a lot of things right.
I thought they came out with energy, Scal, which is not something we've been able to say consistently throughout the course of this season. Orlando was certainly flat. Orlando is definitely bad, but I thought the Celtics came out with more energy out of the locker room than I've seen in several of the games this season.
And let's get to the comments by Woj, where the Celtics had a players-only meeting down there in Orlando. And Scal, I want to start with you as a former player. What does that mean when players have to get together on their own and start discussing issues inside of the locker room? What does that mean about what we could see this season?
Yeah, I don't know, but usually they're bad.
Usually it's not good.
I can't say it was all bad. We don't know. Like, it could turn everything around, but usually players-only meetings don't really work out too well. But I think when you have to look at a season, you have to look at, like, all the communication that's happening. Whether if Marcus Smart is airing out and let's say a couple people are yelling at each other or it's emotional or whatever, you know, the message does get through. And eventually a player's like, I know where this guy stands, and at least I can look in the mirror and say, I might have to change some things that I'm doing. Clearly today, I like the attack mode of this team. So if their meeting was about we got to attack more, then that's good. But usually when I'm involved with players-only meetings, they're not that productive because, you know, like every individual is telling you what they think they should do for them, not necessarily what's best for the team.
I've honestly never reported, I say never, rarely reported on a players-only meeting where, like, it was productive. Like, it usually winds up with just, like, some words being said and then nothing really coming of it. And I'd also say I've never heard of a players-only meeting where they pat each other on the back and say, great job, everything's awesome out there right now. They're all bad. When you have a players-only meeting, it means things are going bad within your team.